Welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about tall perennial flowers that can transform your garden into a lush, colorful paradise. These beauties rise above the rest, becoming focal points that not only look glamorous, but also provide shade, privacy, and a splash of pizzazz. Let's dive in. First up, we have Canna. Growing up to 6 feet tall, these perennials feature large banana-like leaves in colors ranging from lime green to burgundy. The flowers, which come in red, pink, orange, yellow, and mixed hues, bloom in dense clusters on top of tall stalks. They thrive in temperate, frost-free climates with full sun, rich soil, and plenty of water. Next is Delphinium. With racemes of blue, purple, and white blooms, these can grow up to 3 feet tall, with some varieties even taller. But be careful, they're toxic if ingested. Despite this, their stunning beauty makes them a favorite among gardeners. Now let's talk about peonies. These classic perennials can reach 3 to 4 feet tall and produce large fragrant blooms in pink, red, gold, and white. They're hardy and long-lived, often thriving for decades in the same spot with minimal care. Peonies prefer full sun and loamy soil. The blazing star grows over 4 feet tall with dense purple spiky blooms. They need full sun and well-drained soil to thrive and are tough enough to handle hot, dry weather. Foxglove is another tall beauty, reaching up to 6 feet with colorful tube-shaped blooms. However, it's also highly toxic, containing cardiac glycosides that can be fatal if ingested. Foxgloves enjoy full sun to partial shade and well-drained soil. Yellow flag iris grows up to 4 feet tall and has bright yellow flowers. It's perfect for wet areas like marshy bogs and riverbanks, but needs regular pruning to prevent it from becoming invasive. Catmint is an herbaceous perennial that grows up to 3 feet tall. With purple blooms that resemble lavender, it's drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and a favorite among cats. Plus, it repels pests like aphids and mosquitoes. Hollyhock can grow up to 8 feet tall, producing large, colorful blooms in pink, red, and yellow. They need support to prevent toppling and thrive in full sun with compost-rich, well-drained soil. Russian sage, reaching up to 4 feet, has clusters of purple flowers with fragrant silver-gray leaves. This tolerant plant thrives in full sun and rocky soils. Achillea, also known as yarrow, grows up to 3 feet tall, with flowers in red, white, yellow, orange, and magenta. This drought-tolerant perennial prefers full sun and is great for floral decorations. Maximilian sunflower is an iconic perennial that can reach up to 10 feet tall. It produces bright yellow daisy-like blooms from midsummer through fall and thrives in full sun. Wild indigo, growing up to 4 to 5 feet, has spikes of blue, purple, and white pea-shaped blooms. This drought-tolerant plant thrives in full sun and poor soil conditions. Globe thistle has tiny pokey blooms atop long stems, producing globe-like blue and white flower heads. It blooms from summer to fall and needs at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. Oriental lily, reaching 3 to 4 feet, boasts large fragrant flowers in white, pink, and red. These perennials prefer full sun and well-drained, organic-rich soil. Joe pieweed, also known as Queen of the Meadow, grows up to 5 to 6 feet tall with small pinkish-purple flowers that attract butterflies. It prefers morning sun and afternoon shade with moist, fertile soil. Red Hot Poker has fiery red, orange, and yellow tubular flower clusters, growing up to 6 feet tall. These perennials need well-drained soil and plenty of sunlight. African lily, also known as agapanthus, can grow up to 6 feet tall with large clusters of blue or white bell-shaped flowers. It thrives in well-drained fertile soil and full morning sun with afternoon shade. Perennial hibiscus, or rose of Sharon, can grow up to 8 feet tall with plate-sized blooms in various colors. It flowers year-round in warm regions and prefers full sun and organic rich soil. Black-eyed Susan, growing up to 6 feet tall, produces sunny yellow blooms and prefers full sun and clay soil. It's drought-tolerant once mature and blooms from summer to fall. Daylilies are usually about a foot tall but can grow up to 4 feet in ideal conditions. They have trumpet-shaped blooms that last only a day. These perennials thrive in full sun and well-drained soil. With these tall perennial flowers, you can add height, depth, and color to your garden for long periods of time. Plus, they attract pollinators like butterflies and bees. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks. See you next time.